A little toddler baby.
Real talk, real plans.
Wait.
Real life. Real talk, real plans. Real life, real fans with Riri and Coco. You know. Messy, not malicious. Our talk is just delicious with Riri and Coco. You know.
What you doing over there? Don't be trying to get me copyright struck. Ooh, what's up, guys? Welcome to Real Talk, Real Plans with Riri and
Coco.
If you are new here, then welcome into this place. We are a planner-ish podcast where we be talking about stuff that the community want to know, and sometimes we have answers, and sometimes we don't. Hopefully, you guys have the answers, which is why we love it here. For those realists who be here all the time, hey, welcome home. Let's see who was first before I say hey to Coco Pelli.
I bet it was Candace.
Nope.
I'm just betting. Oh, okay.
It was Auntie Denise. Hey, Auntie. Yeah. Hey, Candace. We got Ramona in the building. Christy, what's up? Auntie Sandy is here. Tiffany is here. Hi. Hey, Danny. Hola, amiga. Is that Hildy?
Hey, Hildy.
Rochelle. What it do, boo? And Sophia. Hi. Welcome. All right, Coco Pelli. How was your week? Realist, how was your week? Let me know.
My week was good. What did I do?
Did you have a snow day?
Oh, did we have a snow day?
I think Monday. Monday was a snow day.
Oh, yeah. I think if you were able to work remote, you worked remote, and the warehouse people went in like 4 hours or they went in at
a delay.
Yeah, they worked on a delay. Everybody else worked from home, and then you pay the warehouse workers for the time that we weren't open. So
yes,
those 4 hours or whatever.
They need that.
And everybody else you plug in at home.
Yeah. Right. Log on. That's what they did for the school for FET. He was keeping his fingers crossed all weekend too. Like, come on, snow again.
Oh,
but that stuff ain't sticking. It ain't sticking. Realist, for wherever you are, if you have snow, I hope you are safe. There's somebody I've been texting in Tennessee, Monica, and I have not heard back from her. So I hope you have power and I hope you are safe. Check on your friends who got snow, because I know in Texas they had snow. Girl, what they doing with snow in Texas?
Yeah, well, every now and then, but some of them areas don't usually get Texas, but some of them every now and again, further north you get. But yeah,
it was crazy because it was like dry here, but a couple of exits up by like Lake Lanier, they had like a big old accident, and I mean, it was snow on the ground. It was like, dang,
it was crazy.
It really was. I had a good week. Let's see, Monday. Listen, I try every day not to leave the house. This weekend, I ordered some snacks just in case. More snacks. And I really only ordered it because I needed some mayonnaise because I wanted some tuna. I was on a tuna kick. Listen, when the hyper focus focuses, I be focused. And so it was tuna last week. I don't know what I ate this week. Probably saltine crackers.
Oh,
I eat saltine crackers like they chips, girl.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Just regular saltine crackers?
Mm-hmm.
Not Ritz?
Mm-mm. I will eat Ritz though. I just don't. I just don't never buy them. I just be eating them saltines.
Well, that's not bad.
No, I've been working really hard on getting my protein up. Get your protein up.
Oh, good.
Yes, I've been logging. I'm meeting my goals, y'all. We're gonna talk about goals again mid-February, a little bit, just a little bit. And all right. Wait, where are y'all? Hey, okay, there you go. So it was a good week. What do you have? Okay, let's see. Welcome in, everybody. We see some party people. Hey, Shanice. Today is the anniversary of Galentine's with a Plan. My memory showed up today. So I'm really excited about Galentine's. I got my table made.
Oh, me too. I'm so excited.
I need something else. I don't know
I'm
why,
d-
but I need something else.
I'm doing a bead with me video. And I'm bringing this up because you talk about Galentine with the plan. So I'm going to have a little, because I'm doing it with my one of the beaded things that I'm doing for that. So it's going to be a little sneak peek into my table made gifts. Maybe some just swaps there, but definitely for my table made gifts.
Okay, well, I might harass you on it. Hey, Christine. Listen, let me tell y'all how the community be communitying for me. So there was this owl that we got from an event a long while ago. And I have messaged it was from Procrasta Planner. For those of you who are writers, if you need stickers like to say edit, film, not film, but like edit, draft, blah, 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 writing, like writing, book writing things, that's Procrasta Planner, I think. But anyway, she had that out and I messaged her about it. I saw her, I talked to her about it, and I did not I want to lay it down because it says always be extra. And you know, I always be saying, why do the least when you can do the most? And I want to stick it down. Even though the owl that I have doesn't say always be extra, it's just the owl, but I'll know that in my head. Anyway, the point is I put up a post in GPC because that's where I got it from, like 2022, maybe. Baby, when I tell you people came through and said, I got it, I found it for you. And so I'm really excited. Candy Girl says she got 12 inches in North Carolina, child.
Oh, Lord.
I know. Hey, Kitty. Let's see. I snacked.
I'm glad you're not having it at the beginning of the month. Oh, sorry. I'll wait.
I snacked. I slept. The end. I know that's right. Period. Who else we got up in here? Me too with the coffee. Okay. No snow for my area, but it was cold and I was angry. Listen, when Florida get cold, y'all do be angry for real. Feels weird not having it at the beginning of the month. Yeah, but it gives you time to just love on everybody in real life and prepare more preparation. Oh, thank you, Christine. Mina Bina, what's up, girl? Chrissy says she didn't get no snow in Texas. It's just cold. And they got 4 inches.
It feels weird about, I want to go back. Okay. I like not having it at the beginning of the month. I appreciate that because it gives me more of an opportunity to get my shit together.
That's what I'm saying. More time to prepare.
Oh, you said that. Okay, sorry.
No, I'm agreeing.
I be reading ahead because that's just who I am. And
I know.
So I don't be paying attention.
Follow the directions good. Well, I mean, it moved too fast over here. Got your usual LaCroix. LaCroix? I didn't know you be drinking that. What is that? Water? Is it LaCroix water?
It's flavored.
Is it? Okay.
I don't know if it's water, but I never had it because it looked like it might be healthy. I got my iced coffee. Did y'all see my post on Instagram? I got my iced coffee and my Angel Shop cup.
I did not. I'm glad that it came, and it came swiftly, even though you pre-ordered.
It came what?
Swiftly.
Well, I don't know how fast things move in your world, but it did not come swiftly.
No, I thought it did. Okay, my bad.
No,
my bad. I could be wrong.
Because I was like, I had the message. I'm like, hey, what's going on with that package I ordered a long time ago?
Okay, I ordered it yesterday. Why is it not here?
Yeah, but no, literally it was like 2 months.
Lemon and ginger tea for Stone seltzer. Okay, it's seltzer. Okay,
what y'all drinking? I'm afraid to break it though.
Is it glass?
I wish it would have been plastic.
Because I'm clumsy. You got good old high quality H2O. Hey, Ray.
I need a coffee though.
Mika. That's my Mika Ray.
Oh, that's what I'm having, Sandy. That's what I have. Iced coffee with caramel macchiato creamer.
Ooh, hey, Angela. No, Angel. I do that every time. That D look like an A. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. Happy Sunday. I'm drinking Cafe Bustelo, but I changed my creamer. So this I had ordered when I was looking for peppermint mocha before. The shopper was like, we don't have Coffee Mate, but they have a Chobani one. So I tried the Chobani because it's made like real mix. So I have to try and drink the whole thing before it expires. Since it's really real milk. You know what I'm saying? So I'm working on it. I'm working on it. But it's good. It is pepperminty. And really good. Working on water and coffee. Hey Puff, hey girl.
In the
Flavored sparkling water. Okay. I used to drink those hint waters because it was
What
just
is it?
a hint water.
What the hell is that?
It's a water, but the name of the brand is Hint. And so it would be like a flavor. And when you drank the water, it would literally be just a hint of the flavor. Like it wasn't really sweet or anything. It just had like, after you finish it, you could be like,
hint.
Yeah, like you'd be like, peach, watermelon.
Oh, there's a hint of something there.
Yes, I love butter pecan. And here, hey Teals, welcome in.
Butter what?
Butter pecan. I know you want to say butter
is peeing in a can.
My character in my book.
I will, Miss Sandy. Your character in your book.
Yes, hint is just enough to raise your hope and it fails.
Oh Lord, it's like when you're almost there and
yeah. But I don't really like flavored water.
No, I don't either.
I don't put Crystal Light.
I would rather have water.
I just give me some water. And I do have my water in my stolen Stanley cup. Thanks, CC. Love you.
Oh. Well, it's really not stealing if the person is aware. So
yeah. Well, she left it. And so
possession is 9/10 of the law.
Okay, Auntie has confiscated it. Actually, she left a bunch of clothes in the closet too, like hoodies and stuff that she brought back when she came back from school or whatever. And when she moved, she didn't take them out the closet. And now I can fit them. So every time I wear like a hoodie that she has, I take a picture and be like, I ain't never been able to steal clothes from the people in my family. Ever.
Oh,
and so now I can, and I'm excited about it.
Oh, wow. Crazy.
That made me happy. Okay, so do we have any church announcements?
Should we tell our good announcement? Or should we wait?
Maybe it'll Let's tell them closer to the end.
Okay.
Let's tell them
I don't think I have any church announcements.
Nope, I don't have none. Except I don't know who all got releases coming out. Everybody got releases. Everybody shopping. Everybody doing everything.
Yeah, I've been shopping.
Cuteness Boutique just came out with some really cute stuff.
Oh, I wanted to show y'all something. I bought some kits on Whatnot.
Okay.
From this lady. She was selling them. I was going to say scrapbook. Planning kits, page kits. And they were like, I don't know, but I have a partner in crime. I think I told y'all last week. I have a partner in crime here with me that also,
Let me download Whatnot. Is it an app?
It's an app. And look, I forgot I even bought the thing because I was like, I usually buy beads on Whatnot, right? And so it said Whatnot on the shipping label. And I was like, what the hell is in here? Somebody gypped me. I didn't get my beads. And I opened it up and I was like, oh my God, yes, right. I remember doing this. So some of them were gnomes, but it was like page kits. And she has them for all different sizes. I will find it and share it with y'all. She has all kind of stuff, but that was one of the things.
But a specific person on Whatnot. So Whatnot is like Etsy almost?
Yeah, but all right. eBay, Etsy meets eBay.
Doodleberry.
Oh, how you know she got? Did Christy say it? Okay, yeah. I'll put it in here for y'all.
Okay.
But anyway, I got that.
I know she was the one who had that really cute paper you had, right?
What
was that? The one who had like the digital papers and you printed them out?
No. That was not Etsy. But no, this was just a random lady I found on Whatnot because I scroll and I've got a problem. I'm coming to y'all for help. So I have a problem. And so then I share it with those who I know are addicts as well. And I don't want to out them because that's not the right thing to do, but they are here. I will say that.
Anonymous. Speaking of, you'll be really proud of me because guess what?
Shoppers Anonymous, exactly.
Guess what I signed up to do tomorrow?
What? I want to guess, but I don't know what it is.
I signed up to lead the AA discussion.
Really?
I did. I'm getting into my service work heavy, and a lot of the stuff. What is that? Cut that down. What is?
Do you hear that?
Yes.
It's the people on WhatsApp that I buy beats.
Tell them to log in. Send them the link. Shoot.
No, girl, they this lady is working her beat business. I'm trying to get it to stop. Here,
Girl,
I'm gonna mute it.
Okay, but anyway.
No, it's on my nerves.
You're not late, sister. You right on time. But yes, so I signed up to do it. And it's crazy because you said you needed to know like what the first step is to admit that it was a problem. And so I've been thinking a lot about it, about being solution based, right? Because the questions that we asked for this week, the topic of the show, wait, rewind. The topic of the show tonight.
Y'all, I can't get it to stop. Sorry.
It's about, I've just seen a lot of people talk about there being a shift in the community. Now, the first person that I saw talk about it wasn't the first person because, we talk about it all the time, like behind the scenes. But Planner Babe Brooke, I was scrolling and she was going live. And so she started it and she started her live and was like, girl, I started a thread on, well, she wasn't saying girl to me. She was just saying it on her live, but
to the people.
Yes. Come on now.
What?
Oh. Okay. And sister said, thank you, Auntie Sandy. Thank you, Christy. Sister said, y'all gonna smash that like button. No, she said mash that like button. For us, we really appreciate it. Share it with a friend, share it to your stories. I feel like it's gonna be a really good discussion. And I've had a really good discussion today too. But anyway, the point is that Planner Babe Brooke, thank you so much for letting me use this. I'm not taking it away from you. I did. She does have a plan to be on the show. We also got Smarty Pants Creation who wants to be on. Teals has already chosen her day. So if you or somebody would like to be on the show, you don't have to be a shop owner. You could just be a regular planner person and want to be introduced to community. Sit up here and kiki with us because we be having a good old time. Let me know and I will put you on the schedule. Listen.
My son-in-law's friend tells me today, he plays with him on a game, right? The video game. He goes, oh, tell your mother-in-law I want to come be on the show. I said, is he playing a craft? He's like, no, I just want to come.
Tell him to come on.
No.
Tell him to come on. I'll let him come on the show.
No, I said, what you coming on there for? But go ahead.
I told you I met this actor dude at the barbershop when I was getting my hair done. And I told him I was going to put him on the show when he came back from filming. Because baby, people want to know how to plan their career. But what really made me think about him was the fact that when I was looking on his thing, it was really because he was heavy set. He was like over 400 pounds, but he was tall, so he didn't look as fat as I did.
Yeah.
The shorter person.
Carrots are different.
But, and he was like tall and slender. And I was like, oh, wait, I didn't care about all that. But like I said, the girl behind me was like, oh, yeah, he's fine. I was like, girl, he didn't feel team. Anyway, The point is, Planner Babe Brooke started a live coffee. This is my second cup.
Yeah. You go, girl.
Right. Planner Babe Brooke started a live and she said that she had written a thread and she had the people in a tizzy. And she was talking, she brought up very briefly what it was about, but she hopped off. So, of course, I was like, oh, let me go check out Threads. I love Threads. That's where the mess be living.
Yes, baby. The mess.
Girl, they be so messy over there.
Threads and Reddit unhinged.
Yes. No, for real. For real. First of all, now Reddit scare me because that is like the pit of hell.
Yeah.
Like those people
don't
are
give a damn
of hell. And I'm so, yeah, no. They crazy. So she said, let me see. Oh, she also showed this Care Bear book at 5 and Below. So if somebody go to 5 and Below and get that Hello Kitty or that Care Bear book, can you get me one?
I think I have one actually.
I sent you the thing, like, give me this. And I sent you that thing for that B6 planner. Like, give me this.
Well, then I don't have what you're talking about then.
Okay, wait.
Look on my app while you tell your story.
Okay, so she said, if you didn't see my text, like, okay,
You talking about Planner Book Babe?
yeah,
Planner.
I'm on here trying to find it.
Oh,
Oh, here it is. So she said, uh, after the live, I mean, I was trying, kind of catching on to what she was talking about, but the thread that sparked it all, I want to use her words specifically. She said, charging $75 to play arts and craft will never sit right with me. We were doing this to build community, not fatten pockets. And honestly, I find it cringe. Everything's a money grab and fake community to fatten your pockets and heighten your followers. Ugh. Take me back to 2015, 2016. So she said, so I'm only going to say this once. 2015, come on in. If y'all were betting on the time is now 9:23 for Fat to come in here. Come on.
we gotta start the pool every
Every
Sunday.
session. Yeah. Good night. I love you.
Good night, Fat. I love you too.
It's Coco.
Oh, thanks, Auntie.
Hey, baby. Good night.
Oh, thanks, Auntie. I love it. Okay, so she said, I'm only going to say this once. 2015, 2016, the niche community called the Planner Community had free craft meetups. I later joined these meetups and started hosting my own meetups, which were also free. While I attended and hosted said meetups, I provided crafts, optional vending, and sometimes just free products from my shop. The only time we charged for things would be if we were vending or attending a conference in which we paid for. COVID happened, and that's all. So she got some responses, and I guess it kind of rubbed her the wrong way. One of them, let's see. You can start a craft club where everyone brings their own supplies. As for me, I will charge people. It's me, Misha. It's Misha with a bunch of A's. She said, as for me, I will charge people to hold space with me. I do free events for the community, but at the end of the day, bills and materials need to be paid. Beach, parks, libraries even are free. I'm not going to go into what her responses are. I'm just going to read some of the responses from the people. I'm not sure what you're talking about, paint and sips, art boxes, but I do want to remind you that 10 years ago, $75 was about the equivalent of $50 or $55, which sounds about right for those activities at the time. I also don't think that people wanting to be paid for their time, knowledge, or skill makes a community fake necessarily, but it depends on the context here. Somebody said art parties, craft parties, honey, no one is being fake. People's time is worth something. Materials cost money. If you don't want to participate, you're welcome to go buy your own supplies and figure it out for yourself instead of having to help that person's skills in troubleshooting. I don't know if this, I thought she was one of our listeners. Anyway, she said, you are right. Back then, people would bring their own supplies and the stuff we didn't want, and we would create a pile for others to take home, basically like a D-stash spot. Panera was the spot. We would just meet up and have fun. And basically that was it. Oh, somebody else said, agreed. The fuck. I imagine if we just pooled all that money, we could literally have a bag and spend that on our joy. You shouldn't have to pay for community. And so it really made me think, because it made me think, like, has the community shift? Now, we've had this conversation and we've talked a lot about how COVID changed everything and how everything went to, meet more. I felt like more community happened during COVID, but I did see the big boom in lots of small shops starting after bigger shops started showing their ass.
Yeah. Listen. Here we go. I don't have a problem with paying for to go to an event if it's it depends on what it is, right? I also don't charge me for something and I don't get what I'm paying for. I do appreciate the free events. I love those too. Pre-COVID, yeah, Panera was the hangout. Michael's used to have their room that you can go. They had a little room off to the side that you could go and have a group of people there for a couple hours or whatever. All of that. The free ones are really good. But I don't mind a paid one either. So this is my thing. If you don't want to go to a paid event, don't go. If you want to have a free event, have one. Invite whoever you'd like. And if that's what they want to do, then that's what they'll do. But yeah, but don't sorry, Daddy just came in and
hey Daddy.
Yeah, so yeah, he said hey. So anyway, sorry, he confused me. So anyway, yeah, you want
some ribs? We want some ribs.
He gone now. He didn't go in the room. He was just coming in. If you want to have a free event, then have a free event and invite and see who comes. The thing with paid events, people tell you that they're going to be there. They paid for it. They will 9 out of 10 be there. So a smaller amount, because yeah, your time is valuable, and whatever little trinkets you give or whatever project you pay for the pieces or whatever and to teach people to do, it's going to cost. Yeah. So to each their own. Like, I'm not going to make a post about it and complain about it because I don't really care if you pay to go to an event versus me wanting to go to a free event. Like, right. What are we solving for in that time, in that moment? Like, what's the solve? Like, what do you...
That brought me to all of the questions that I asked, right? Because like I say, I've been thinking about what my topic is for the AA speaker meeting tomorrow. And I was listening to this podcast, and the man was he was doing a big book study. And basically he was like, you get in these meetings and people sit there and they talk for 30 minutes about how drunk they was and what they did when they was drunk, or addicts or whatever, shopping. And we know how to shop. We don't need to know how to shop. We need to know how you stopped shopping, right? We need to know how you stopped drinking alcohol. We need to know how you stopped doing dope or whatever you do. You know what I'm saying? So I've been thinking about solutions. And so after I was studying, I logged on Facebook, and Isis Ella Jules, Erica Bunn from Isis Ella Jules, she made a post, and I told her this was right on time. And so her post reads, Truth Moment Rant. Things have changed so much with me. I really don't feel like pumping out monthly sales like I once did. I guess journaling and planning truly does connect you back to yourself. I also see that a couple of years after COVID, things have changed as well. I also feel some type of way on how the big box stores used our community to profit and then abandoned the community after it learned and then duplicated our creations. I have found ways to make my love for this community to continue to grow despite what I've mentioned above. Solution, right? Solution. Okay, sorry. Despite what I've mentioned above behind the scenes, I guess what I'm saying is that I miss the old community before the big heads emerged due to status, attitudes, profit, clicks, constant buy culture, competition, and etc. That's a lot to unpack. Came into the community. Hold on.
Go ahead. Sorry.
There was so much sharing and encouraging and support for so many of us before all of that. Now it just feels like we are all in our corners, and not as open to sharing. I speak mostly for me. I guess I'm finally ready to grieve what I was avoiding when it comes to the community. I miss the old community. I just needed to get that off my chest. Now, I'm not going to read all the comments, but there was a lot, said there. So if you are a member of Isis Ella Jules Facebook group, go check it out and read some of the comments and maybe offer a different perspective or the same perspective, right? Because a lot of people felt the same. And so the question that I took from here after I processed all those other things is, what is the solution? So while we are going to talk about the things that I asked, the final question is, what is the solution to getting the community that you want? Now, the realist, I know y'all ain't talking about it because we got a community over here, right? We supportive. We like, share, comment, talk, tag, all that stuff all the time because we have built that community. Like we feel like we can support each other. Y'all here every week. You don't have to be. So I really want to focus on that solution while we look at the problem to analyze how to fix it. Does that make sense, Coco Pelli?
I guess so. If you have a genuine community, they're going to be there. pre-COVID, during COVID, post-COVID, period. I don't believe. All right, I get the whole big box store thing also, right? How and ever. Those all big box stores have buyers. They're buying this stuff from China, right? China is living in the year 3000, right? While we still back here. You make something today and post it, they are making it right now, right after you post it. And so if I'm a buyer for Michael's, I'm gonna just put it out there because it's one of the big box stores, and I see the things that everybody want. Guess what? I'm gonna make sure we buy it, put our name on it, and put it on the shelf. That's business. But if you have, I'll give you an example. In the crafting world, same thing happens. There's a release today. You go on AliExpress tomorrow, those same dyes that cost $40 with your favorite online store, it's going to be $5.76 on AliExpress. Where am I going to buy it from? I'm going to buy it from AliExpress. I'm not going to use it tomorrow anyway, so I can wait 2 weeks, even though the one that right here in Powder Springs, it take her 3 weeks to get it to me anyway. That's a different story.
Right.
All right. However, I do have people that I really, really love and support in the community that I won't buy their dupes. I will buy from them. So it's how you build your community and how you treat people. Point.
What have I always said? We don't buy from companies, we buy from people.
That's right.
Especially when it comes to small shops. I know for me, certain shops will always get my money. Certain shops will never get my money. Y'all know what happened last year. You know, like I stopped then, and that is actually where I built my community. Not with the rhinestones, but with Planner Outlaws. Yeah. When y'all accepted my weirdness, you accepted my quirky every Tuesday, my randomness. Girl, remember I used to be like, I hate these kids.
Oh my God, it was the best. So I lived for Tuesday morning.
I loved it, girl. Tuesday, I would be putting notes in my app every day of the week. This little girl looked like Beetlejuice. Save me. Like, and y'all accepted that. And then when that action happened, y'all rallied behind me. When I tell you Brittany was on that ass, Brittany was in her inbox 5 seconds, and I'm still friends. Like that is the community. We talked about the podcast. We made the podcast. I mean, we were friends in 2020, so it can happen. Like it did happen. So here, what I was gonna say when you talked about the company buying it. So Sadie Stickers released a post. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me see. Background. Oh, there we go. She made a post, and Sprocket, HP Sprocket, took her picture, posted it, did not tag her. Everybody in the comments is like tagging her and saying something like, "Oh, you use this from Sadie Stickers? I know that." Because she has a journal cover that looks just like this with the jean pocket, and they still haven't. So just like you said, they see it, they're going to replicate it, duplicate it, steal it, and they don't even care.
Yeah.
And while I understand their business model, it doesn't necessarily make it right because you're stealing from a small business. But I get what you're saying. Yeah, it don't make it right.
No, I'm not saying in that they should not do that. Right?
Yeah. But I get what you're saying. Like, if Sally Sue makes a book and it's $30-$40 and she never comments when I tag her in my post, she never likes the post, she never does anything with said post, not even repost it or anything, it's like, why am I keep supporting you? Now, and I get it, you have millions and millions of people buying your shit, but at the same time, you should have a team to go hire you somebody for social media to just go like it. I mean, you can get your kid to do that. Hey, everybody I tell you, go like that post. Go like that.
If you look at many people buying from you, you should have a social media person.
I definitely agree with. That really burned jammed my Glock as
that jams your Glock.
It jammed my Glock. Oh,
I don't see that happy that Hello Kitty book. I know you sent it to me somewhere, but I can't find it.
Okay, I'm gonna send it.
It might have been on Instagram.
Oh,
What's
y'all
wrong?
send up a little love for Keisha from A Little Spark. She had lost her mom. She had posted. I didn't mean to go to her story, but I had just it went to the
Oh,
next story. She lost her mom, but she looked so gorgeous at her funeral, and yeah, I just know how tough that is. So also, Trika from Cuteness Boutique, she had some losses. I was gone when she had them, but I came back and found out. So, y'all send up some love and some prayers for Trika and all the cuteness. And if you're on the squad, you have a team meeting tomorrow at 8 o'clock, I believe. Somebody call and wake me up because I'll be asleep.
8 in the
Um,
morning?
no, hell no.
Oh,
People got jobs, not me, but them. I mean,
I'm
yeah.
about to say I even block out my calendar at work between 8 and 9. I ain't taking no meeting. Now that's just too early.
No.
I gotta let my coffee. Y'all want my first cup of coffee to kick in.
Please. Okay, so I asked a question about the shift in the community, and I got a couple of questions that were kind of like, what do you mean a shift? So then I changed the question. Do you think there is a shift away from community in the Plannerverse? Why or why not? So these questions are all on the Real Talk with Riri page. So you can go and comment just for the engagement, not engagement for me, but like to engage with other people in the community to see what they do. Because I'm not getting paid for any of this, right? And so lots of people said, we're gonna go with Banana. Banana said a myriad of societal and social and financial issues have contributed. Personally, it has been quite disappointing to see so many support causes such as Kirk. Some people say Ray said he's only been in the community a few years. Everyone seems like they want to keep and own things, like they were the first to lay washi down on paper. And I know that is definitely a big issue. We used to have a lot of episodes about the copycat conundrum.
Mm-hmm.
Because
we did.
Like, I mean, and it happened again last year when somebody was like spazzing out. Like, I do think you should give credit to people, like when you see something that they've done and say, I was inspired by. However, even if you didn't see it, like in case you didn't see it, you weren't the only one with that idea, right?
Yeah, none of this stuff is rocket science. Okay, so it's not like you created anything really special. I mean, they're beautiful. Don't get me wrong. But it doesn't mean that they saw yours and they went and did it. Except for that girl and her crazy friend, but
let's see. Somebody said way too many politics. Thea said, I don't think so. Maybe because she don't have no real life people because she's international. And I know that's got to be hard. Christy had a very thoughtful comment. She said, the community has changed. Beyond capitalism taking a bigger role, many of the OGs who helped shape the original sense of connection have stepped back from social media. When they left, some of that grounding energy went with them and the community so slowly drifted. There are still plenty of planners creating and sharing. What's different is how platforms now work. I do agree with that.
Yeah.
Support is often tied to visibility, and smaller accounts get pushed down unless they have large followings. Because of that, community isn't something you find anymore. You actually have to build it. Planner meetups used to be low cost or free, often held in libraries or small spaces. Now, much of the in-person connection lives in conferences. While those have value, they aren't accessible to everyone, leaving fewer small-scale community spaces that don't happen as much as they did in the past. And in the current state of the country's ongoing division, and it's clear that those tensions affect creative spaces too. Community hasn't disappeared, but it does take more intention now than it used to. And someone asked on that post, who were the OGs in the planner space that had a space and then left? And I'm curious for you guys, because while I was planning in 15 and 16, you know, at school and using my stickers and all that stuff, I did not know there was a community. My only community was me talking to my sister, right? Mm-hmm. And her like supplying me with stuff. So who were the OGs?
I don't know, because I'll tell you what, pre me going to my first CPC, I was not buying from all of these different people. I was going to Michael's, get what I needed, and I regularly used my stuff. Then you just start buying all this stuff, and it just became.
But how did you even learn about CPC?
I think it was Instagram. I think it had to be Instagram. And I went to a meetup that I found on meetup.com, and I already had an Instagram, but not anything dedicated to planning. So I didn't have any planning people that I was following. So it wasn't until I went to this meetup at Chick-fil-A. It was free. Unless you wanted to eat, then you buy your own food. But and that's when I made my Instagram that was dedicated to just planning. And then that's how I found out about CPC, I believe. I don't even remember. That was 2019. But yeah, because when my first CPC, I didn't know anybody there.
My first meetup was actually with you at Jacia's. Mm-hmm. That was my very first.
Yeah, that was in what, 2020?
2020. Mm-hmm.
The end of 2020, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we was all messed up, right?
Yeah. And so that was my first time, like, actually meeting with other people. I mean, Brittany had came over to the house, you know, and we, you know, playing together. But like, as far as other people that I didn't know, and I actually, like I said, I actually met Brittany through, you know, Planner Outlaws. And I only found Planner Outlaws because I was just searching on Facebook for planner groups. Of course, I always put Black Planner, and then of course I was in Black Women Who Plan to Create, but it was just too big, so I just kind of lurked. But Planner Outlaws was small enough for me to kind of, you know, build community, right? Like for me to feel,
and it was a good community back then. I'm not saying that it's not now. I'm just saying everybody was closer and things were different. I'll just say that it was different. Like we talked all the time. We Zoomed all the time.
And we're gonna plan our first Zoom really soon, like a Friday night Zoom, maybe. Yeah. You know, because you'll see when we get to the answer. You want to do the next question?
Oh,
not really.
I think.
I mean, you can.
No, go ahead.
Wait, I want to show y'all my owl. I want to show you the owl. Wait. Can you see it?
No, hold on. I can't do two things at once. Oh, so cute. Where did I get that from?
It was from the Procrasta Planner, and she gave them out. And I've asked her, like, bring back the design. I'll buy the digital. I'll buy the digital just for myself.
Where would I have gotten that? That's not my first time seeing that out.
Oh no, I didn't ask you. It was at a GPC event. It was the first, like, Planner Queens. The one I won the wagon.
Yeah, you know what? I have one of those. Somebody sent me one from. Now it makes sense because I know where I got it from. Okay. Because I was like, wait, that looks familiar. Did you take my owl?
No, but I want it. And it says always be extra. That's the one I wanted. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I love that owl. And I'm going to put it. And y'all know I'm obsessed with this song called Night Owl by Auntie Hammy. Just like an owl comes out at night. Night Owl. Okay, sorry. Night Owl. Okay, I'm going to read some comments. I'm going to show some comments while you're doing it.
What am I doing?
I don't think the OGs left. They just became shop owners. Facts. If you guys like crocheting, you should follow Centerpool Shell and watch her crochet video. She hasn't taught me how to crochet yet, but you should watch it. Let's see. Jen plans. When she dropped her font, I still use it to this here day. I'm not sure if she still plans, but let me think of some other ones. Ooh, let me see her font. Send me a picture. Hey, Brandy. Hey, Becca. Jan plans. I've never even heard of her. Not anyone that would be memorable now. However, people that provided idea sharing, planner ideas, layouts, and holding meetings, those OGs eventually get too big to acknowledge regular folk. Now, listen. I agree with that. Like, some folks get too big for their britches. And I get it. You can't, if you build a community that big, you cannot continue to interact personally all the time. Like, and I think that was one of the downfalls of the Rhinestone lady, because she kept saying, I could be like so and so and so and so, and not talk to y'all at all, but yet would still have these midnight lives for her crew. You know what I'm saying? Still have these things interacting, but you want it to be like the bigger name people, right? Like you want to say, I'm not gonna do this, I don't have to do this, blah 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 blah, but bitch, you doing it. So I think owning the shop took them away from interacting with the community the way they did. Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, that makes sense. I want to go back to something you said earlier too.
Okay.
Because it was something about their political stance or whatever. It was when you were reading that last excerpt, and it's just, for me, people who have been very quiet, and I don't care whether they look like me or don't look like me, I feel like in the climate that we're all in, I think it should be known where people stand. And to me, if you can't tell me where you stand, I'm going to just assume. And I don't care what you look like, me or anybody else, because, and then I'm going to make a decision on how I choose to spend my money. So that's just that.
One of the questions was about, I hope it's not the one you're about to read, but one of the questions was about, have you unfollowed any planner community people recently? And I want to say over half. I want to say most of them were about political stances. And even one person said something about to the effect of like, I got off a team because they came in there crying about old Charlie Kirk and how much they taught them and blah, 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 blah. And I'm not surprised. But like you said, silence is
complicit
submission. And I have been, okay. Rabbit hole. I have been down the Hunger Games rabbit hole. I told you that last week. And it has continued. And then we read this book called Sand Eater. And I connected it because it was another utopian book. So I connected it to the Hunger Games and then Sand Eater and then The Giver, and how silence, how power makes us our silence into submission, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it was just like the Capitol is like taking them down and making them be quiet, even though they're quietly resisting over and over and over and over again. And I agree with that. I'm heavy on screw ice. I don't care if you, I don't care. I care who you voted for. I understand that. I know the implications and what it means for me as a lesbian Black woman. However, at this point, you have to know that you made a mistake. You know what I'm saying? At this point, a year in, you have to know you made a mistake, or 2 years in. How many years? God damn, this year's long.
Yeah, it's only been a year.
Oh my God.
And for me, it's not about whether you're Democrat or Republican. I myself have voted Republican in the past. However, Maglican people are much different than Republican people, because there's never been a time that you have seen such vile behavior. I don't care who was sitting in there. And if we have seen some shit in politics, nothing like we're seeing now. So this is very, very different. So, and I, like I said, I think last night on the call, if you voted the way that it turned out last year, and you're now saying, I'm really sorry, y'all, I messed up. Okay. But those who are 10 toes down in their decision and still riding with everything, I have no space for that, because we all make mistakes. But
we all make mistakes.
That one was out there and you kind of knew, but some people they won't let up off the gas with it. So it is what it is. That's how I feel about that. So and that's it.
And we've had conversations with people. We have had conversations about people who, like to pretend like they it's not a big deal as you continue to align yourself with foolery, right? And so, like you said, if you can admit, like, oh, y'all, this is getting real bad. Also, send up a prayer for Sherry. Her father-in-law is in the hospital. She is a faithful realist, and my heart is with you, Sherry. I really hope that he has the peace and that his memory will always be a blessing, if that is the turn of events. Sorry. It just made me think about that when I was talking about it. And I think that's good though. Like, show your true colors. And Christy said, I think it was Christy who said the last two. Oh, wait, Whitney. Hey girl, I don't know if you've ever been here before, but welcome home. Whitney A2336. Welcome to the Realist Booth. Hey Cindy. Welcome in. Hey Sharice. Sharice is here. And Cindy, hey. The sad thing is people aren't going to let you know that they messed up. I mean, I've had a couple of people say,
yeah, I have too. I have friends who voted that way who have said their apologies and all of that. So no, there are people who will say it because they are now afraid too, or they see what was being told to them before. And look, everybody has gone through a point where somebody's told you something, you're like, yeah, screw you, I'm gonna do what I want to do. Well, now this is where we are because of it. However, this is a problem. And I think that what I'm most watching the news yesterday with the students who, and I'm not trying to make this political at all. However, the students that walked out of school yesterday, people like, oh, they just doing that because they just wanted to get out of class. Well, no, because they risk being suspended, right?
Yes. Did you see that one county was like, oh no, y'all gonna get in trouble? Like, what?
Yeah. There were several counties that were going to suspend them, but they're not going to suspend them. There was way too many kids to suspend, and you got to have so many warm body minutes in school for that federal money. So you're not going to suspend them, which is why the parents were okay with the kids doing it and saying if they get suspended, they get suspended. And those kids are going to be our future Black Panthers or whatever kind of
whatever, right? Okay, so
and they were serious.
Mm-hmm. So at my old school that I taught at, I used to teach at Southwest DeKalb High School. And so, my best friend still works there, and I'm going there to actually judge the Black History program. So I'm really excited about that. The writing workshop, Black 365. Did y'all know it's been 100 years since they started celebrating Black History Month? This is the centennial celebration. Okay. Anyway, so what they did was they held a town hall the day before. And they said, this is how you safely protest. You stay on campus. You stay here because we want to protect you. You can stand for your rights in a safe place where we can help you. These are the things you should do. These are the things that can cause a revolution. These are the things. And so I was really proud of that, that my school was like being proactive and helping to build leaders, right? Mm-hmm. That was really good. So let's see. A part of me wants to accept the I effed up, I'm sorry stuff, but I can't help but wonder if those apologies would have come if there were still people who didn't look like them. Proud of those kids. Most are speaking up for the parents, grandparents, aunties, uncles, etc. I hated how people tried to say kids don't know what they are protesting when they clearly do. Yeah. Exactly. And Danny, I was not ignoring your comment. I didn't have a nice thing to say at that moment, but I agree. I don't think that they would care if violence wasn't happening to people that look like them, and or if their farms and toilet, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like if they weren't being affected. Let me say it that way.
Well, I don't know. I'll let it be.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, you go.
About what?
The next question.
Oh. Well, I mean, at the point that we're, so what do we think comes next for our community? Do we do more community-led events? Do we do more hybrid planning, journal therapy spaces, or what do we want to see to happen to get the community back to where it is? Like we said, we have our community here, but what would you all like to see? Riri and I have a couple of ideas where we have one good one, and we're gonna see what happens. But
and we ain't going. I told you last year we sitting it down. We decided that last year we tired.
I would like to see more people. Whitney says she'd like to see more people actually planning and not just promoting and buying products. Yeah, no, I agree with that. The planning gives you ideas. So just regular planners, not people who are on the design team or whatever, right? And that's what somebody said. Do you still watch Plan With Me? Oh, you said that. Duh. No, I don't, because they became like this whole thing of what you should buy at the end of it, which is fine. But I just want to see regular schmegular people sit down, plan if I'm going to watch it or whatever. And maybe there are still those people out there, but I also just got tired of watching them. Some people, like all the hands.
I watch planning videos if I got to plan by myself. You know what I'm saying? Actually, no, I don't. I'm lying. I watch a few people, but not many. When I switched into the TN, I looked at a few to see how it can be done. But I actually like to hear planning videos when they tell me about the process. Right? Like,
yeah.
Like one of Rochelle's videos at one point, she explained, like, I used the darker washi at the bottom to ground the page. I used the lighter at the top. I put the doll here to draw your face to draw your eye to this thing. I wanted to go to the middle of the page and not off the page. Like, it really helped me think about what. But I also like process videos. Like, I mean, that's the planning process, like the decorative planning process. But how does this help you structure your life?
Yeah.
How does this help you become functional? That's what I want to see. And that's what I like talking about. And I know if I came on here on Sunday nights and talked about that, nobody would tune in, right? Which is why that is what I do on Thursdays. I talk about, like, I update my planner. I talk about how it's helping, if it's helping, what I want to change, how I want to change it, and all of that on Thursday to a different platform. Now, I have thought about like downloading it and uploading it to YouTube. But it'd be so chaotic over here. I'll be up and down the steps, But I thought about it, but that's what I like. I want to talk the nerdy stuff, like the paper and why I can't get with my habit tracker and what new habit tracker and why so many gold boxes on this thing. And, I want to talk about that stuff, or see videos about that stuff. And I have found a few more people who have started to show that. And I really appreciate it, but I like that. Let's see. Local community events. I love seeing the pictures of the girlies meeting up. Yeah. And I try to share all of those that I see in my stories. And most of them do be free, like Tampa Planner Babes. Shout out to y'all. Swamp Planners. All the girlies here in Atlanta. Copper Peony Plans. Love and Light Charms. They all have them. Sadie's at the stationery wall. I definitely will share that. So if you look at in stories and stuff, then y'all can do that. I love to see more free meetups just to hang out sometimes.
So for those who are saying that they want to see free meetups in their area, are you willing to find a Panera or what are other places? Well, any place really.
IKEA.
Yeah, IKEA. People have them at different places. Like I said, I used to go to ones at Chick-fil-A. You just gotta find a little spot with some tables and then sit there. And a lot of times, because we used to get to know the managers and they'd look forward to us coming in or whatever, especially like midday, like 2-3 o'clock on a Saturday.
After
like
lunch rush.
Yeah, after the lunch rush, before dinner, they're like happy to have people there. So yeah, or the mall, you can go to the mall. Malls give me hives because it's like too much going on. But yeah, mall, food courts or whatever. But yeah, I think that you all should start. Maybe you start one, you and another friend or something.
And every time we have one, like in a regular public place, somebody random will come over and be like, "What y'all doing? I want to do that. How I do that? Can I come?" They always do every time. So I do believe in like build a community that you want to see. Sandy said, I still consider myself a newbie who loves to support when I can. However, if I feel, see, hear, etc., that you rude and disrespectful, deuces. I love that.
I'm too loud for a library girl.
I agree. That's how I'm watching older videos on YouTube. Yeah. And I don't even mind. Like I'll go back and look. And like if you do digitals, right? Sometimes I'll go back in the years to see like what can I pull back out to run this back right quick. The functional part is tricky though, because everyone's life is structured differently. Yeah. But I like to hear it because then I can be like, oh, okay, I can use, eat the meat, trim the fat kind of thing. Let's see.
The older videos are better. I agree with that.
Miss Royal said, I like playing with me's that are more planning than excessive talking. My planner besties back home, and I were saying that on our Zoom Monday. See, you have a Zoom with planner besties.
Okay. I agree with that. Listen, I feel that same way when it comes to crafting videos, whether it's a haul or whatever. And I try. So if y'all ever watch my videos, tell me if I'm talking too much. Because sometimes you sit there and look at their hands for 7 minutes and 23 seconds before they get to the meat of why I'm here. I don't want to hear about everything you and your family did all day and all week. Like you gave me a title. That's why I'm here. Speak on it.
Yeah. And you can talk about that stuff while you're showing it.
Yeah.
You can talk about it while you're showing it.
Sometimes you can just play a little music in the background and shut the hell up.
And shut up. Aesthetic. Real talk, real plan.
Yeah, exactly.
I love watching YouTube videos to see other ways I can use my planner. Hey, Trisha, we already gave you a shout out for asking the good solution question. We haven't quite got to the solution yet, but we're working on it. We're working our way through. So shout out to our first guest ever. I led several enrichment new here. Okay, well, I know you're gonna do it. We used to go to the mall and Red Lobster. Ooh, I could not imagine. Yes, I plan on doing free meetups this year. I like that. Clearly, we're close and we need to do that. Yes. She missed the mall once. Panera is our get down in Cali. Food court is my favorite place. Listen, food is my favorite. Food is my favorite. Fanny says she used her specific pen with me videos for inspo on her current layout. Yes. And that's another thing. Like when you change layouts and stuff, you do need to see like, okay, maybe not you need to, but sometimes it's helpful to see how you work it, how I work it, and how it can be done. We are legit from 9 to 5. I know that's right. Libraries always. Let me see. Thea said, but it's also not. It's not people watching. YouTube algorithm isn't showing me planner stuff as much these days, so she has to search. Now let's talk about this whole algorithm thing. We got a few more comments, but that whole algorithm thing really irritates me. But I have told what I do is I will favorite a person to make sure that I see their things. I'm intentional about it, right? And I'm not saying that you have to do this for YouTube because YouTube be doing a lot with a lot of videos and stuff, but it is a whole big algorithm thing, and especially when every other thing is an ad. Like if I go on Facebook right now, I'm not gonna see nothing from a friend of mine. I'm gonna see stuff from people who they want me to follow. It's gonna be a person they want me to follow, an ad, a person to follow, an ad, a person to follow, my friend, an ad. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And so now you have to like click something to see only the people you following. What is the point of following people if I have to click something to show me the people that I follow?
Yeah.
What are you doing? What are you doing? And I know a lot of people wanted to get away from Meta and MAGA and all of those things, but if we get away from everything, where are we gonna go?
Where are we going?
Where are we gonna go? And so Heather, when I asked the question, a couple of people responded on Facebook also that don't show up on Instagram, but She said the new school people are on TikTok. It's a lot of planner girlies over on TikTok, and they living their best life over there. And while I could enjoy TikTok if I knew how to work TikTok, right? I told you my son tried to teach me, and all he did was block the men who was inboxing me that I had never seen because I didn't know I had an inbox over there. Like.
Wait, so it's like, I don't know how to work it. I just scroll.
I know, but why is it so loud? I can't cut it down.
Girl, I was on the side of cowboy TikTok, and I said, Lord, if anything ever happened to me and Daddy, Lord have mercy, I'm gonna get me a cowboy.
Save a horse and ride a cowboy.
Yes, Lord. My favorite song. No.
Okay. But I mean, I guess I just like on Instagram and Facebook, I can mute it and scroll. And that's what I need. I need y'all to be quiet. And then I can scroll. Like when my sister be over here and she be listening. Sorry, Sean, love you. But and I be like, put it in your headphone. Like.
Oh yeah. I don't like that either.
I just wanted to be quiet.
With anything. I hate to be in the store and people talking on speaker. Why do I have to be privy to you and your husband having an argument?
Actually, let me be privy to you and your husband having an argument.
Yeah, take me out of the group chat. I don't want to know.
I want to know. Tell me more.
I know, but it just be all kind of craziness.
Becca said she was able to find 2 planner babes in her area and they meet up often, but also like more community Zoom planner sessions for those who can't find anyone in their community. We are definitely gonna do Zoom. As soon as I get a regular Monday through Friday job, I will be in attendance. I have a driving circumference of 3 hours one way. Ma'am! 3 hours one way. You just need to move over there for the week.
Child, that's
they need to pay for your hotel.
I don't like coming from my bedroom to in here.
Okay. Too much talking before. I watch Hobo Kiki. She explains everything in a fresh perspective if you want explanation and process. Okay, Hobo Kiki. I hate the hands waving around, recording an intro for all that. Listen, some of us don't know how to do that. But I don't be waving my hands all around. I just be like, it's me, Trisha said them sweaters be too long on them hands. Not sure why that bugs me because folks done made it a trend.
Yes, they have. It's like they all going out to buy them now so they could be way down here. Like, stop.
Simmer down, people.
You sweat it in the way.
Teal said, but it's comfy. I hardly see the following on IG. It is annoying. Nothing from your friends on Facebook and them snooping in your DMs and putting ads about it on your feed. Right. Now that is the don't
also
keep
reading my mind because I think about something in an open Instagram and there it is.
Mm-hmm. Patreon. Yep. Patreon's getting a little funny too. Can't work TikTok. Everybody's like, I love TikTok. Shalita. Hi, Shalita. I hate when a video is like 20 minutes long, but it's full of ads every 5 minutes. Listen. Now, that other thing, I'm telling you, I almost paid for YouTube Premium because I can't stand ads. But I did find a way to watch without ads.
Yeah, I don't see the ads. I do pay for it because my grandchildren didn't like commercials. But I don't like commercials either. I'm just being real honest out there. So when people mention commercials on YouTube, I get so confused, but I forget that everybody doesn't see it the same way. But yeah, I don't like the 20-minute videos either. Like there's one crafter, I will watch her all the time because her videos, the longest she ever had a video was like 7 minutes and something. And I was shocked. She speaks really fast, which I'm okay with. And she shows you what it is. And that's it. She's gone. You don't have to hear a whole lot of extra stuff. And her voice is not annoying. Like, it just works for me. So, anyway.
On TikTok, I have curated planning, journaling, bags, beads, and charms. Hold the video and select not interested. Eventually, your algorithm will straighten out. Okay. I don't even have an algorithm on TikTok, I don't think. Probably
I might make my way to Cowboy TikTok, and I'm okay being over there, actually.
That's right, nephew. Protect your mind from the internet foolishness. Okay. He was like, who is this? 2-time active button is girl, yes, 2 times. You know who I can't listen to on 2 times? That damn Beyonce. Boy, I cannot listen to him on 2 times speed. I just
Why?
can't.
Why?
Because he's too fast. I can't understand it. Like most of the time,
look
I
at
can.
Beans. Oh, y'all can't see him.
Yes, we can. We see just the ass and the tail. Hey, Beans.
That is so annoying. He is so annoying.
Sonya
So
said,
annoying.
even with YouTube Premium, you get the paid promotionals that they do in their video. I hate when the ads pop up when I'm trying to watch a live.
I never saw those.
No, she's talking about like if someone is doing like a video and then they'll be like, hold on, a word from our sponsor. Hey, you guys, check out Bella Rose. You can, you know what I'm saying? And so,
yeah.
But sometimes I hate when they disguise it as a regular video. I'm in here cooking, da 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 da. Oh, look at this! It turned out so good. And I want to thank Factor for sponsoring this video.
Yeah. Girl, would you stop?
No, he said, "Come talk to me." We see his booty. We see his booty.
Head. He's right here in the damn.
Oh no! All we see is the tail.
Oh my God.
She said, I see Beyonce. I keep Beyonce on 2 times. I hear him fine. Maybe I need to. I'm gonna try it. Maybe by the time I watch it, maybe in the middle of the night, and my brain be tired. But sometimes I'll be like, Beyonce, slow down, slow down. Maybe it's because he's too low. If he was higher, maybe I would be able to do it. I'm gonna work on that. Got me a cowboy straight out the ghetto. Hello. That too. But now lately I've been getting some.
Anyway, they be fine as hell.
Them cowboys.
Girl, all of them.
All of them. They be riding that thing, child. Okay, let me see. I had another.
One night Vince goes, I thought you were asleep over there. I keep hearing the same song for you.
Who said? Oh, because you don't watched it a million times.
Yes, child. I'm like, no, I'm not asleep.
Let's see. Okay. All right, and then we're gonna simmer down. And we're gonna talk more about question. Poll for the realist. Are we canceling the show for the Super Bowl concert next week?
Yeah, I'm having a birthday party. Oh, y'all should come over.
We should. Song, you heard that? Okay, let's see. All right. So one of the last questions I will address today, and we're going to talk more about the solution over the next 2 weeks. So be on the lookout for more solution-based things over the next couple of weeks. Wait, not Instagram telling me your time limit is up. Ma'am, you've been on.
Get your ass up here. Sorry.
Does planning feel like productivity, creativity? I said therapy. I really meant cathartic. Like, is it cathartic? Because therapy is hard. Or pressure. Like, with the shift in the community and everything, does it feel the same anymore? Or what does it feel like for you, Coco Pelli?
Well, I don't really
plan.
I don't put that much emotion into things. So it was fine for me. It's been fine for me. I have noticed a shift, though. I will say that I have noticed a shift, even with just the random. For instance, today I saw a shop that posted, "Hey, I'm not selling A5." I'm paraphrasing because I can't remember the exact wording, but this is what she's not selling A5 tabbed inserts or dividers anymore.
Yeah, dividers.
Because it's just too much for her. I forgot what she said. It was too much work or whatever. The sizing something. But I will continue to sell A6 personal and personal wide, whatever. She didn't come on and do, y'all know if I was going to keep making these for y'all, it's going to cost more, and I really don't want to have to charge y'all more, but if that's what y'all want, then that's what I'll give y'all, and maybe if y'all bought them more often, like it wasn't all that whining. She made a decision, she went with it, posted it in the story. You either want what I have or you don't. That I can appreciate. It's all that damn begging and whining when something don't go right and they have to switch gears. That shit drives me insane. So for me, I appreciate I appreciate that. And she's like, look, if you already got it ordered, it's coming. If you ain't ordered, too sad, you know, sucks to be you. Whatever. So that I can appreciate. It's all the other stuff that I don't really like. But I have noticed a shift in the community with the way people buy and the way people sell also. I have noticed that. So
yeah,
I can appreciate that.
And okay, so I was on a PR team, and the creator would offer a credit to everyone on the PR team to get something for the month. And having so many people, I understand the deficit, right? Like, that's a lot of product. That's a lot of money going out and not necessarily getting the same like return on interest. And so I understand the people who are on the team pushing said product because it was given to me. And I want to make a sale to show that I'm worth it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then when you are on 45, it feels hard because it's like, can I just like something without you pushing me something, right? Like,
right.
You know, so I always tried to keep. At one point, I ended up on like 4 or 5 teams. Now I do promote for people, but I'm not on their team, right? Like I promote for people, but I'm not on their team, and I will because I shop from people and not from shops, and I want you to be able to get a discount. And if I know somebody else's discount, even if I don't work there, I'll give you a discount code because we all trying to save money in this economy. You know what I'm saying? So, I get why people push it, but I think that you shouldn't push it unless you really like it. Like, I'm not going to share something from a shop if I don't like it, even if I'm on their team. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does, because it's not your career and you're not making millions of dollars. Like, I'm not going to do a Pepsi commercial because I like Coke, but
Coca-Cola,
please. Yeah, Pepsi. But if Pepsi call and say, I'm going to give you $1 million, you'll never see me drink a Coke, but it will always be Coke. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, for what you're doing, no, I wouldn't do that either. No.
Michelle said the begging is so unprofessional. The begging and the whining and the crying and the crying.
It just gives immaturity.
Thank you, Brandy. I appreciate that. I really worked really hard when I was on your team to try to encourage people. And then when you stopped the team, it was like, but y'all still go over there because it's worth it. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, so it is.
You acknowledge.
Listen, I have all of my, I get my subscription every month.
And I'm about to go over there and steal them.
Yes, you ain't gonna get it all.
No, I'm not, because I got them.
You get a piece out of everything because I use it.
I can't wait to see. I'm gonna take a picture of her playing to y'all and tag her.
Yes, and that's right. I need to do it myself, but yeah.
And you got the good setup for it. Meanwhile, I'm over here like, can you see me? Can you see me now? When I first started playing, I was obsessed with trying to get the latest of everything, and I have calmed down and prefer to shop from small shops now, or even just use what I already have. And I think that's another thing. Like, once you get in, you dive in. And it's like, oh my God. I'm a scrapbooker that plans, so it's not just the planner community. I think the crafting community as a whole. I agree. Man, I was watching a video the other day about drama in the crochet community. Let me tell you about it real quick, and then I'm gonna get ready to
drama in every community.
Girl, yes. And I just be like, tell me more.
Yeah.
So this woman asked for, so apparently they do like product pattern testing calls. Like, hey, I have this pattern. If you like to test it, I can give it to you. I need so-and-so turnaround time. She said 2 weeks. Baby, when I tell you it was a whole road, in 2 weeks. So people commented like, hey, that's a really extensive pattern for 2 weeks. And so yeah, I mean, girl, it was like a robe with like a butterfly moth back. And I'm like, girl, that's a month at least.
You are not even sleeping.
Yeah. And so she clapped back and then started like tagging people. I didn't ask you to do shit, no way. You wasn't getting nothing free, blah, 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 blah. I didn't ask for that. Ma'am, I'm just telling you that this time frame is unreasonable when I have to buy my own supplies, buy the type of yarn you want me to use or you suggest to use. I don't know if that's a thing. Actually, I might have made that up, but I do know that there's big yarn and smaller, yarn to crochet with. But why would that be your reply? And baby, that was eating her up. And so someone was saying, like, even though you like her patterns and stuff like that nasty attitude will make you be like, blah.
Yeah.
Blah. Yeah. So yeah, I just it is let's see, creativity most of the time, but the pressure when life is life and I can't find time to open my planner, then it feels bad not to use it for weeks, which is why I've been trying to see. I knew I wasn't crazy. Which is why I've been trying to plan ahead so that I can just write. And if I don't take a picture, I just don't take a picture, except I do try to, just to have stuff to put on my feed so y'all don't forget about me and then not come on Sundays because y'all ain't seen me on the feed and you're like, where's she at? But at the same time, I need to use my planner. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm okay with just, writing on pen and paper. And I've shown y'all that on midweek check-in. I can crochet and sew and can confirm that this is happening in multiple communities. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Listen, wherever you have a group of people, hell, Vince in some of these car groups and it be drama with them. And it's be all men. So it's just wherever you got a bunch of people, you're gonna have some drama.
I actually think that men are messier than women. And
oh my God. Listen, I never knew that till I started working in manufacturing. And baby, the drama.
So when I was younger, I had my baby daddy. I got with him when I was 13, but he had two brothers and a whole bunch of male cousins. So I was the homie. You know what I'm saying? I was the homie and listening to them talk about girls and gossip and all that stuff. And of course they did it unapologetically because I was just one of the homies. And
right.
Me and be messy. The coloring book community, oh my God, was getting too spicy for us. It was getting spicy for a second too. None of the communities are okay. Child, people just be needing stuff to do, and I guess maybe they just be creating it.
Be creating drama, girl, over paper and glue.
And the biggest, and this, absolutely, most men don't regulate their emotions well. And you know what the biggest scam of it all is? They call us emotional.
Oh,
they say we're emotional. Me?
Yeah.
Out of here.
Yeah.
I honestly don't see it amongst my scrapbook group, which is I'm thankful for. That's because you have created a community. That is not just a group. It is a community that you have carefully crafted. You pick the people who are in the group. Put the name of your group on there. I forgot. You chose the people who are in there. You have rules and they abide by them and y'all have fun. I'm in the scrapbooking group, even though like my planning is my scrapbooking, but still, period. Source, most of my close friends are male, period. Okay, Coco. So we'll continue this conversation in 2 weeks. And don't forget, if you have somebody that you would like to see on the show, if you want to be on the show, come on. We love you. Come on, get to know your planner community. Who Gives a Scrap? That's the name of the group. It's on Facebook. It is a really, really big group, and they be sharing projects, and they do swabs, and they do all kind of stuff in there. So check out Trisha, oh my God, and her Facebook group. The yarn community had me gagged. Okay, period.
Would you stop?
Oh, you can put the name of your scrapbooking group up here too. I'll share it all, baby. I share.
Oh yeah, but everybody put your scrapbooking group in there because I'm gonna go follow you. Wait,
there's a color book community. I'm going down the rabbit hole right after.
Oh yes, there's a community for everything.
Girl, yes, go on. They all got the same Ohuhu markers, the same coloring books, except for the Coco Michelle fans. Like everybody else is those like cute little bunny rabbits. I like it because it's like little kid coloring and not grown folks coloring.
Yeah, and they're bigger pictures. Yeah, I like them first grade coloring book pages.
Please, and thank you. I told my cousin to get me one after surgery, and she brought me them adult coloring books. I was like, ma'am, I am not an adult. Take the shit back. Take it back. I don't want it. Okay, so Coco, did you
I
figure out how
buy
to
those
do?
Coco Michelle books because I like to support her. But baby, I think I color one page. No, what you say? I'm
Did you figure out how to
intimidated.
share your screen? I'm gonna share your screen.
Oh yeah, how do I do it? Hold on.
I don't know.
I already did it too, but it shows
I'm
the
gonna
time and everything, so it's
okay. I'm gonna remove myself.
hold on, chair, because make sure I show y'all the right thing. Can you see that? Hello?
I had to add it to the stage.
Oh, wait, do you see
Okay.
it?
Yes.
All right.
You see the
So,
YouTube on the side? Like you want us to see that?
huh?
The YouTube on the side?
No, that's something from the page.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay, go
Yeah.
ahead.
So I picked it. So Scrapbook Sister 70 is the winner, and I picked it at 9:06 today. This was right as we came on. I thought we were going to do it earlier, so if y'all run it back, you'll see where we're talking. And she was like, "No, we're going to wait." So I had already done it, and I didn't want to redo it, so I wanted it to be honest. So Scrapbook Sister won the $25 Amazon card. Now,
Why did she win though? You have to tell me why she won.
I'm about to tell y'all. Let me come on back to the stage. So she won because it picked from the comments last week. Remember, we say go back in and make a comment after the show is over. So we had 19 random comments. I think one of them was mine and one was yours, but I took those out anyway. So she won. So randomly, we will pick Sundays to give out different things. It's not going to always be an Amazon gift card, but we had someone who donated it to us. So that's what we're doing this time. So Scrapbook 6 to 71. So when we tell y'all to go put in those comments, we appreciate it. And we want to show you all that we appreciate it. So we will pick random winners to win random things. Again, not always going to be the same thing. Sometimes it may be one of those, it may be more, it may be less, it may be something else. But we appreciate you all being here, and we appreciate you all going back to, like, subscribe, comment, share it with your friends, things like that. So we wanted to do something special for you all as well. So thank you so much.
Congratulations, Trish. You are the first of not the first of many winners, but the first of many winners like this. And I really appreciate you guys going back, just like Coco said. That really means a lot to us, and sharing, because we do see that it's 40 people here or 25 people here, whatever now, but because the number just hop on my side, but it gets like 100 views, so that means at least 100 people are watching, and that's because of you guys sharing and helping us do it. So congratulations. We really love that for us. So today, the emoji for after the show is done is going to be a football, because next week we won't be here because of sports ball.
Yep. It is football week.
Yeah. So
once we close out, not in here, wait about 2-3 minutes, come back to the YouTube channel, and then you'll see where one of us have done it already. And then you put your comments in there when it's just posted. Okay, so give it like 2 minutes after we hang up and go back in.
Auntie Sandy said, Coco, I'm coming to your house too. Okay.
Oh, wait, to do what? I mean, come on, but I don't.
When I was talking about coming to the party.
Oh, yeah, come on over. Yeah, the Seahawks. I think we're going for the Seahawks too, because we have a daughter and son-in-law that lives in Seattle, and they're Seahawks fans.
So that's who you'll go for.
That's
all right. So we're gonna put some sports balls. She said the Seahawks colors are nice, so I'm gonna root for them.
Yeah,
right.
There you go, girl. They do have nice colors.
Remind me of my love for the Carolina Panthers, because I had that starter coat back in the day. You couldn't tell me nothing in my little turquoise starter coat. Couldn't tell me nothing.
Back in the 90s, Minnesota Vikings had the best butts. Oh, that's why I would Minnesota Vikings fan.
Okay. All right, we appreciate it. Look, Danny said the Mister said Seahawks. So sure, right. Sports ball, sports ball. Actually, I used to play fantasy football. I really love football. It's not as fun when you watch them by yourself, but when you have somebody like you can talk to about the plays and the
Yeah.
people, it's really good. So I miss football. I miss that football community, but you know, it's all good. The
You
Falcons.
gotta form your football community.
No, I'm done. Done with that. All right. So don't forget sports ball in the comments. Thank you so much for coming. I will see you Thursday.
Scrapbook sister, send me your email address, please. In my DMs and Instagram, not over here where everybody and mama can see. All right.
Or if you send it, if you hers is crafty. What is Coco Plans 2? That's her name. Coco Plans 2.
Remember, come back with your football.
Oh, now we can do the fantasy football now since some of the realists doing it. Speaking of realists, I didn't know if y'all know that we have a book club. It's called The Dark Side. So if you are a reader and you want to read some random stuff that we just randomly pick sometimes, then hit me up, hit Danny up, hit Mika up so that you can read with us. We had a really great discussion today. And I went completely nerd. What you say?
Will y'all read to me? Because
I will read to you, Coco Pellet.
And I like listening to my books.
Some song said, I don't speak Spanish, but I'm rooting for Bad Bunny.
Right.
We're going to learn it. All right, y'all. Sports ball. Good night. Oh, see you Thursday night at the midweek check-in. Thank you so much for coming and for all of your support. We love you, love you, love you long time.
Don't forget your football. Come back.
Real life, real fans with Riri and Coco. You know, messy, not malicious. Our talk is just delicious with Riri and Coco. You know.